Reverend Father Vijay Rao, Sister Theswin, dear sisters and teachers, and my dear children, a very good afternoon to you all. Christmas is the festival of love. God loved the world so much that He sent His only begotten Son. This great event we celebrate, the schools celebrate today. The background of the birth of Christ is already seen in the act played by the children. Every day, the school days, many children come to the church, and some girls asked me, Father, why Christ came into this world? In order to answer, we have to go back to the Bible. There are many books in the Bible, and all the books are compiled together in one book. And this is that book, Holy Bible. And in the Holy Bible, the first book that is called Genesis. But you would understand that word Genesis if you say in Hindi, Utpatti Granth. And that you have enacted in the Christmas play, the first and second chapter of Utpatti Granth. That God created the universe and everything, even Adam and Eve, and the Garden of Eden, and everything is shown. And they disobeyed God. But all of you have to remember that God created the human race in His likeness. ईश्वर ने अपने प्रतिच्छाया में मनुष्य को सृष्टि किया. So even after committing, disobeying God, God did not want to abandon man. He promised a Savior, Jesus. And in the fullness of time, Jesus came into this world and born in Bethlehem. And in a manger you have seen. He is the Savior. And in the act it is very clearly said. But Jesus came to redeem the human from the clutches of sin, and that fact is not said or shown in the play. That is the reason why Jesus came into this world, Jesus born in the world, because of sin. Man disobeyed God and committed the first sin. And in order to redeem the human race from sin, Jesus came. That is the redemptive plan worked by God to send His only begotten Son into this world. And Father Vijay Rao has already told, there is a historical event I had gone with him to the Holy Land. I myself have seen several priests have gone to Holy Land, the sisters and several other people. We have seen with our own eyes all these things. And Jesus came and born, and he lived with us 33 years. At the end of his sojourn, the day before his handing himself over to the Jews, his enemies, he wanted to have a supper with his friends, with his disciples, apostles. And you know that as it is usual, you know that any of you is going abroad for good and not coming back again, either for studies or a job. What do you do? What do you do? That you are going abroad and will not come back, and you are here for many years, and you had many friends. What do you do? You would call your close friends for a meal. The same way, Jesus was with the human people, human race, with 33 years, and on the eve of his death, he called his apostles for a meal. That supper is called Last Supper. Have you heard about it? There is a famous picture Da Vinci has painted. Last Supper. How we have to accept others, how we have to forgive others, how we have to understand others, how we have to love others. And what Jesus said is eternally true. What you have done to the least of my brothers, you have done unto me. What you have done to the least of my brothers, you have done to me. And I want to tell a story to explain little more convincingly. There was an old monk who had a dream that the monk was talking to Jesus, and finally the monk was taken up and had a great love for Christ and invited Christ to his home. Jesus told him, "Definitely I will come to your house." The old monk went immediately to his house and arranged his house very neat and tidy and prepared a good meal for him. One man came, and you know it is very cold. And he was shivering and asked that old monk for some clothes. The old man told politely, "You see, I am waiting for a VIP guest. Please, I don't have time, please go away." So he went inside house, and about noon, another lady came with a small child in her hand. मैं बहुत भूखा हूँ, मुझे खाने के लिए कुछ दे दें। बच्चे भी कुछ नहीं खाया है।
He was not polite, he was little angry and told that, please get out of this place. I'm waiting for some important person. I don't have time. Get out. So he went inside the house again and waiting for him. In the evening, it is almost getting dark. One person filled with the leprosy in his whole body came. Please give some medicine. They told that he was very hungry and told, get out of this place. And he went inside, and it was very late, and he was tired of waiting, and he got in sleep. And in the dream again, he saw Jesus. Jesus, I was waiting for the whole day, but you promised that you would come, but you didn't come. Jesus told, yes, definitely I came. Not only once, twice I came to you. I came as a person who was shivering. I came in the form of a lady with a child asking for something to eat. I came in the form of a leper, but you did not receive me. Many children, listen what I said in the beginning of the story. What you have done to the least of my brothers, you have done unto me. My dear children, you have to see God in others. We have to see Jesus in others. That is my message today for Christmas. Christmas is a festival of love, definitely. But we have to see that Jesus in others. And when you play around with your friends, you know, some children are not very clever, they are poor in studies. You can see in that child Jesus and help that child to study properly. Some of you are good in sports, but some are not. Those are good in sports and those don't play properly, you can give some coaching. The same way, these are the example, you can see Jesus in others. If all of you are hungry, I am not going further. I can speak a lot about Christmas and about the story about Christ and so on. My dear children and dear teachers and dear sisters, try to find Jesus in others. Whatever you have done to the least of my brothers, you have done to me. Thank you. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year.